Last year, in our 40th year, we launched the Iceland Charitable Foundation. The reason behind that was to make ourselves more flexible for the charities that we could raise money for each and every year. And last year, with your help, with your very special help, we raised over £1.5 million for Help for Heroes. It was a fantastic achievement by every single one of you, and thank you very much for that. This year, we've chosen a less fashionable charity. But nonetheless, it's a charity which touches families up and down the country and is no less worthwhile. This year, we will be raising money for research into the early onset of Alzheimer's disease.
We're going to do all kinds of things as a business to help raise awareness for Alzheimer's. We're going to do all kinds of things to raise money. And I'd ask you in the stores to get behind it, because one thing that I've learned over the last few weeks, when you talk to people about Alzheimer's, is that almost every family is touched by it. You talk to somebody and they said, yeah, well, my dad's got it, or my grandmother's got it, my auntie's got it. Almost every family is affected by it, but yet nobody talks about it. It's massively underfunded, there's no cure for it, there's hardly any research done into it. And I think this is something that this coming year we want to get behind. And we want to raise at least £1 million to help fund some research into the causes of Alzheimer's. So please, stores, our big challenge is how we get you motivated and right behind this. I don't know what we can do in producing a DVD to pull at the heartstrings, but we've got to try. So one thing I'm going to do is something absolutely crazy. Something impossible, and if I can do this, then I'm sure the stores are going to do something equally as challenging. And what I'm going to try and do is climb Mount Everest. Can you believe that? The most impossible thing on earth, the highest mountain, 5 miles high, 29,000 feet, the most difficult thing that you can do. Well, I'm not on a suicide mission, and I'm going to take every precaution to make sure that I can get safely there and safely back. And the reality is, I'm aiming to get to about 23,000 feet, because I think I can manage that. I don't think I'll get to the summit at 29,000 feet, but we're going to have a team that do it. And it's going to be the Iceland Everest expedition, and there's going to be 10 climbers, and I'm going with them. But somebody from the team is going to get to the top and put the Iceland flag at the top of the mountain, and if I can get to 23, 24, 25,000 feet, I'll be happy enough. And if there's a 1 in a million chance I could get to the top, I'll be delighted. So that's what I'm going to do to raise money for Alzheimer's, the most difficult thing that you can do. And why am I doing it? Because I'm stupid, because I'm crazy, because I like a challenge. And I've done many things in my life which people say is impossible, and everybody's telling me this is absolutely impossible, but I want to do it.
Wow. So our chief executive is going to climb Mount Everest. His own personal challenge, but that's not all. He's going to climb Everest with a member of his family, with his son, Richard. And not many of you will know this, but in January of this year, Malcolm and Richard, together with a small party, climbed Mount Kilimanjaro. Just as a training run, you'll understand. Most people climb Kilimanjaro as a life-changing experience or to raise £10,000 themselves. Not our chief exec, just as a training run. So that's it. 2011 is a year of challenge. Every single one of us will be doing our utmost to raise money for our charity of the year, research into the early onset of Alzheimer's disease. A disease which touches families up and down the country, and I'm sure many of our staff and family at Iceland will be touched by this terrible disease. We will have a Stores Charity Week in August, to be confirmed. In the meantime, Malcolm is climbing Everest in April and May. Please go to the Just Giving website, but also to the Iceland Everest Expedition website to find out what's going on and to make your donations. What can you do in your stores? I'd like to think that every single one of our shops can raise £1,000 this year. Last year, the top store raised over £5,500. They'll do it easily, but what can you do? Let's see if in our Stores Week in August, we can make sure every single one of our shops raises at least £1,000 for our charity. Thank you and good luck.